Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. And this time it's a special video because it's a collaboration with Rebecca, and Rebecca is the name behind the channel Art of Gesture Cat. And we both want to create the dragon scale effect in rather big molds. I'm using the round XL tray mold from MoldsandShapes, and it has a diameter, I think, from 35 centimeters, something like this, and it's huge. So Rebecca is gonna take a geode mold. I think she's taking the L side, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm also very curious how she's doing the dragon scale effect. So I'm now pouring something Rebecca had the idea of. I'm using black for my outer rim, just a dark color. And this black are just the pigment drops mixed into my Ultracast resin. And then I made another part with black, and this is much more transparent. So I guess in this jar I maybe have only one drop, maybe two drops of the black pigment drop in it, in my resin, so you can see it's very transparent. So, and now I'm just pouring the puddles like you would do with the dragon scale effect. You see, I'm just eyeballing. I don't have really measurements because with such a huge mold, it's not easy. You don't know what exactly you put into the mold, because I get asked so many times, what are your measurements? And guys, I really hardly work with measurements, and for this I just eyeball and hope it will work. Anyway, now I have my second color, and I love this blue. It's a magic blue. It's a mica powder from Etter-Art, and this is my second color. And look at this, it's a beautiful blue tone. I really like it. And then for my next color, I have my white. I'm using the Pigment Drops and some of the Interference Pearl. And I used quite a lot of Pigment Drops in this jar. I guess round about 20 drops or even more. It was even more. Let me think about it. It were even 30 drops. And then I also put quite a decent amount of the Interference Pearl in there. And these are really my colors. I'm not pouring any more colors. I just want to go with these colors. Again, the black, the transparent black. And then I'm taking my white mixture again, and I'm pouring on top of my transparent black. Like I said, I just go in puddles. And yeah, I'm just trying to use everything I have. So I'm not going in so many rows. Now I have my magic blue again, and I also add this into my resin, or on top of my white, of course, it's resin. And then I'm just making the final push with my transparent black. And I think this color combination already looks very beautiful. So I'm of course hoping for very nice blendings, but we will see. And then I just make a little glitter mix with stones, very delicate, into the center. This will come later. So just a quick torch that I have all the bubbles which are now as a foam on the surface, that I get rid of them. So it's so exciting to see, you know, will it work, because it's such a huge mold. And as you can imagine, I want to make a bowl from this later, but I will come to this part later in my video. Right now I'm just taking care of my mixture for the center. So I put several things. I had some silver stones. I had these white stones, which I really love. And I just grab what I have to hand. It's, yeah, things from a Teddy in Germany, which is sort of dollar shop. And yeah, I just make sure I put it into the rest of my resin, which I still had, so it's easier to work with. And then I'm just making my center. Yeah, you see me maybe a little bit in the background, a little bit searching, because there's a drawer underneath my table, and I just was looking for what could match, what can I put into the center. So I was busy for a while. But while I'm watching, you can slowly see that the resin is moving, that it's doing something. So I hope I'm not boring you too much, because I was searching for my stuff. Yeah, I also want to say something about this collaboration. Rebecca and me, we both love the crackle effect so much. She's a big fan of the Dragon scale effect. So we thought we just get our heads together and we make a little mini collaboration, and then we can take care. So now I found what I was searching for, and I can continue with my glitter mix in the center. So these are flakes from Let's Resin, and I also add some of these flakes to my stone mix. So nothing special. These are really the flakes that fly around. So I needed to be a little bit careful. And then I just make my mixture finally, and I can put it into the center of my mold. I'm really happy that the center, that the white bit is not so big. And I hope for very beautiful designs on the other side and also around the center, because sometimes the center can have a more transparent part, can I say this, without many effects. So I hope I will achieve some effects. Yeah, and there something fell into my mold, so I try to carefully take this off, and you will see it later at the end result that it affected my end result. And also on the other side there fell a stone into my mold, which I didn't notice, but this you also see in the end result. But all in all, I don't really mind, because these things are really handmade, and yeah, handmade things never can be 100% perfection. So now there is a time lapse where you can see the final move of the resin, and I always love watching it. I love what it's making for effects. You see in the center, it really looks like an eye, and yeah, I love it. And look how dark from the black it just, pulls through the whole thing. And you see the black really pulled over. So I'm curious what's left of the black, and if I can get different shadings. I'm very curious. So this is 24 hours later, and the bowl is still a little bit bendy. And look at this. I'm so happy with this result, because there are so many shades of blue, and where the black is at the rim, you have a sort of teal color, and I really love it. And I think also the center is very beautiful, but you can see at the one side where the pattern goes a little bit into the center where the white was, and this is where I had problems with my dotting tool. Anyway, now I'm showing you an older video how I'm bending my my bowl. I did off camera a top layer of my bowl, because I wanted the bowl to be really shiny, and I had also some marks in my mold, and of course it copies on top of your resin piece. And then I made the top layer, and I waited 4 days, 5 days, and then I started doing my bowl. So I have my old video here showing you how I'm doing my bowl. I put the tray into hot water. I'm waiting till it's bendy enough, and then I'm drying this piece. I'm taking some masking tape, cut it to the right size, and then I start, forming my bowl. I just bend it. And actually this idea I also have from Rebecca. I saw a video from her a year ago, round about a year ago or even longer, and I really liked it. And that's the way I'm shaping my bowls now. So again, thank you, Rebecca, for showing us this way of shaping your bowl. I don't like to use the heat gun for getting my resin soft again. I think with the water it's a good idea. It's a good way of doing it, and it works perfectly for me. So you see, I can always adapt a little bit with the masking tape. I can see what I can do till I'm happy. I can adjust it, and and voila. Here's my final result, and I'm very happy with this. So you can see there's a top coat, and I gave a silver rim. And I'm very happy with this. I hope you liked this video too. I hope you are also looking or watching Rebecca's video, because she does awesome artwork. And with this, I love and leave you. I thank you for watching, and take care, guys. Bye bye.